Good morning, students. I am here with chapter number 1, that is matter and its composition. Do you know what is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass is termed as matter. So, a pen, a pencil, a book, a sharpener, all are the types of matter because they occupy some space and has mass. And the space occupied by matter is termed as its volume. Okay, and the amount of matter that is present in a given substance is termed as its mass. So it is clear to you, anything that occupies space and has mass is known as matter. Now this matter contains lot of molecules, and there are some space between the molecules, and these spaces are known as intermolecular space as shown in the figure. So the space between the molecules in a matter is termed as intermolecular space. Then next is intermolecular force. Now the molecules in matter are distant apart, that is, they are having intermolecular spaces. Now how they are present in matter? They are being held together by a force of attraction that is known as intermolecular force. So students, the force of attraction that held together the molecules in a matter is termed as intermolecular force. The dotted lines represent the intermolecular force between the molecules of a matter. Then next is states of matter. Now matter exists in different physical states. Depending on that, there are three major states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. But besides these, there are two more states of matter. One is plasma and the other is Bose-Einstein condensate, which is also abbreviated as BEC. The first four states, that is solid, liquid and gas, are the natural states of matter, that is, they exist naturally. Whereas the fifth one, that is Bose-Einstein condensate, it is a man-made state of matter. But in your chapter, there are only three states of matter being discussed, that is the solid, liquid and the gas. And these states of matter can be converted from one state into another state, and this is known as interconversion of state, and the change in state of matter is represented by this triangle in the figure, where the three states of matter are solid, liquid and the gas. So solids, when heated, they get changes into liquid, and the process is known as melting. So the conversion of solid into liquid is known as melting, and it is done when a solid is being heated, and the process is known as melting. And the temperature at which this process takes place is known as its melting point. And reverse to it, when the liquid is being cooled, liquids when cooled, they get converted back into solids, and the process is known as freezing. It is observed in case of water, you must have observed. So ice, when heated or kept at room temperature, what happens? It gets melted and changed into liquid. And when the same water is kept in freezer, that is when it is cooled, what happens? It changes into solid ice. Then next interconversion is conversion of liquid into gas. So liquids when heated, they get changes into gas, and the process is known as boiling. For example, when water is being heated, it changes into water vapors, and the process is known as boiling. On the other hand, if this boiling process is reversed, that is, the gas vapors or the water vapors formed are being cooled, then they again get converted into liquid, and the process is known as condensation or liquefaction. Clear? So this is second interconversion, where liquid is converted into gas when heated and gas is converted into liquid when it is being cooled. Then one more interconversion is there. There are some substances which when heated, they directly changes into gases without melting, and this process is known as sublimation, and it is observed in case of substances like camphor, naphthalene ball, iodine and ammonium chloride. And when these substances are being cooled, that is, they directly get converted into solid to gas, but when the vapors are being cooled, they directly solidifies into solid. They directly solidifies into solid, and the process is known as solidification. So this is third type of interconversion, where solids directly changes into gases and gases directly changes into solid when cooled, and all these changes takes place at a particular temperature. So students, the change in state of matter from one to another is known as interconversion of state. Okay, so solids get converted to liquid, liquids get converted to gas.